My name is Demetrius Harvey. I'm an underground rap musician from the West Midlands, based in England. I've decided to make this video so I can make an appeal to raise funds for a cause inspired by a video game called Beyond Two Souls.
Hello?
Nathan?
Jody? Jody, where are you?
They're back. They're all around me.
Good God, Jody, what's happening?
I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Tell me where you are.
There's a section in the game when Jody Holmes, the main character, becomes homeless. It's a very emotional part of her story that really made me connect to Jody's pain and the severity of the situation that she was in. So much to the point that I actually decided to do some volunteer work for helping homeless people in the city. And that's where the beginning of my story takes off. One day I was in town coming from a short studio session at the recording studio. I was on my way home when a certain somebody caught my eye. It was a homeless man who had a sketch pad with him, drawing detailed pictures of the Silver Surfer, Wolverine, Deadpool, and other cartoon characters. I thought that the drawings were very, very good, so I was intrigued to go over and talk to him about the drawings. He told me his name and all about his drawings. Luckily, I had my small camcorder with me from filming the studio session I had earlier at the time, and I wanted to ask him a lot more than just about his art. So I asked him if it was okay to record him speaking, and he said that he was more than happy to be filmed.
You did this completely freehandedly, no
tracing, essentially. I've been driving for 20 years, 26 now.
It really made me think about how it would drive me crazy having a passion that I cared about, but was unable to do anything with because of the situation that I was in. And from talking to this man, I began to understand exactly how unnecessary the situation was.
There is absolutely nothing as in night shelters or anything like that. There's plenty of hostels, but you've got to be on waiting lists longer than this street.
And they're very, very expensive as well.
Yes, and they're very expensive.
And like, obviously, when people are homeless, they don't have the money.
That's not the same luxury. One of the biggest problems that there is, like I said, if they did, because they've got all these derelict buildings, pubs, big massive houses, well, business buildings you see here, they could easily turn them into hostels or night shelters, which could accommodate getting the homeless off the street.
Sometimes it can take up to a whole day for these people just to make £3. And the fact that these hostels cost up to £22 per day, how would they ever get enough to pay for these places? So when I heard that there were no shelters located in central Birmingham, West Midlands, it really baffled me.
So there's definitely a lot of abandoned buildings that could be used for I've seen a lot around.
Fair enough, it might cost the council something like 20, 30, 40 grand to fix up a derelict building.
Yeah.
All the money they're wasting taking this, because this information booth around the corner here cost £600,000 to put up.
Yeah.
Right, and to get all kitted out, and now they're ripping it down only two or 3 years after it was put up.
Right.
So that's £600,000 they could have put into these derelict buildings, turned them into hostels. The shelter above the ramp there, they're thinking about ripping all that down because apparently it's an eyesore, and that
it's an eyesore.
Yeah, that's what they're using as an
excuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Wasting funds on things that we don't need.
Trivial
Things that we definitely don't need, or that we do need, but going over the top spending stuff instead of putting the money into something that's necessary. They complain about the homeless, do something about it. Instead of wasting money doing that, put the money into a building where you can do it up. Yeah, it might cost you a little bit more, but in the long run, it will help a hell of a lot of people out.
You actually mentioned before about how they're always mentioning homelessness in the newspapers and everything.
Yeah, it's like they're saying with the HSBC that's across the way there, they've put little metal spikes on a lip so that you can't sit down and chill out. Or even in doorways now, they're starting to put metal spikes in London in the doorways so homeless people can't sleep in the doorways. So they're doing everything barbarically, like we're treating us like animals. And we're not. We're the same as you, we're the same as him, we're the same as them, we're the same as everybody else, but we're slightly off, we're slightly in a bit worse a condition. That's all.
Is it true that people get arrested for begging?
If like say like now, right, if with my hat there like that, normally I have my hat there, right, if most coppers don't mind, they'll look, they'll go, yeah right, mate, how you doing? And I've got my artwork out normally. Some coppers don't mind that, but then you get the other nasty coppers who'll go, right, that's classed as begging, get it put away, get your art stuff put away because you need a licence, and get out of here, otherwise I'm arrested. If I'm just sat here, minus the hat, right, say if that wasn't there, if I was just sat here doing my reading like I am, and these coppers walk past, they'll turn around and go, you're putting yourself in a position for begging, you either move or you're getting arrested. So obviously that makes us go, right, I don't want to be arrested, put all the stuff away and move. And then 2 minutes down the road we'll sit back down again thinking, oh yeah, we're safe. And then the same coppers come by and say, right, we've warned you already, you're getting arrested.
Scott, the other day you said that you actually got robbed.
That's quite a lot of things that have happened recently as well. It's happened to myself twice in the past 3 weeks, and it happened to my brother last week. I knew one lad, but he was with a couple of other lads. They said come with us, we're going to go get something to eat and just chill out for a bit. And I ended up getting robbed on Chinatown.
Oh wow, that's something. That's really something. Stay right here. I'm gonna go get us some food.
What you got there, old man? Looky, you win the lottery, lucky son of a bitch.
I don't want any trouble.
Trouble? Trouble? That is disrespectful, old man. We look like trouble.
Come on, guys.
Film this ad?
Yeah, I'm on it, man.
Fuck. My brother was told that if he didn't hand over the money that he had, he was going to get stabbed. And he actually had a knife out in front of him.
They had a knife?
Yeah, so he thought rather give them the money instead of getting stabbed. But then again, that had a knock-on effect on me and him, so we had to go back and carry on risking getting arrested for pennies.
Due to all the information that I gained, I was curious to ask about what some of the local homeless charities actually did to help these people. I was always under the impression that the charities actually provided shelter for them, when in fact, they don't.
Yeah, they're open from 8:30 till 4 o'clock, yet their helping time is only from 9 till 12. So that's like 3 hours out of from 8:30 till 4 o'clock. 3 hours of actually where they only help you. And the rest of the time they're just open there. I don't even know what they do.
And another surprising rumour that I discovered was that when some of these certain charities raise money for the homeless, only 18% of the funds they actually make actually go towards the homeless.
The rest of it all gets spunked on like crap that they don't even actually need. They need to be putting more of the funding into, like I said, night shelters or better accommodation or cheaper accommodation for the homeless.
Yeah, and you said there's no shelters at all located in Birmingham.
Nothing.
In West Midlands.
Not even something that's open from like say 6 o'clock on the night till 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Where you can go, you can get a hot meal on the night, you can get a shower, you can go to bed, then wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, get your breakfast, out by 9 o'clock, and spend the full day out finding something to do. Hopefully get a day centre running or something.
Yeah.
But that's like, yeah, fair enough, it's more expenses, but it gets most of the homeless people out of the way, which everyone's saying that's a problem. Then why don't they do something like that to help?
I asked what steps needed to be taken towards effectively improving things.
They could take a bit of time and effort to care about, well, we'll help you get your benefits sorted, we'll help you get your doctors and your medical stuff sorted, then we'll help you go from hostel into your own flat, and we'll help you with the costs and accommodation and everything. But the first steps are to get something like a night shelter sorted out, or some kind of cheaper, a hell of a lot cheaper option of hostels.
Yeah.
This is why I'm making this appeal, in order to raise money to build a functioning shelter that properly provides help in order for people to leave behind the street life, rather than certain charities that provide them with sleeping bags so they can continue living on the streets. There's nothing in the West Midlands that offers them a chance to turn their lives around. Only charities that temporarily postpone the problems for certain age ranges rather than do something to solve the problem for homeless people of all ages. These people need food and a place to stay in order to keep away from the trouble that they find on the streets, so that they have a peaceful environment in order to begin making plans to put their lives back on track. Because the truth is that the power to help the individual rests within the individual, meaning we can extend a helping hand, but only they can reach out to grasp it. As mentioned, there are many derelict buildings that can be either torn down and rebuilt, or simply refurbished to adapt to its new purpose. This project made me realize how fragile our society is, and how this situation could happen to any of us. And I'm sure if it ever did, we would want a helping hand, so we could at least have a chance to turn our lives around. If there are any of you who are generous enough to help me out, you can donate fundings to the website link I've attached to this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.